I feel so great and I feel very grateful. And the messages from Mother Earth are so enlightening, and everybody should listen to it again and again, time by time. So, yes, let's connect with Mother Earth. And I request all of you to sit in meditation. So let's do meditation first and then we will listen to her message. Today's topic is when Earth was created. So in meditation, let's connect to Mother Earth. Let's connect to her vibration, her energy, her essence, and let's imbibe uh, the vibration of the message as well. And so please just interlock your fingers to sit in meditation, cross your legs and close your eyes and observe your natural breath, which is always occurring within you. Just like your heartbeat, your breath also runs on its own. We just have to observe our natural breath. So while observing our breath, let's get connected to our earth and receive her energy, her vibration, and also let's get connected to the message also in the meditation itself, and let's imbibe that message deeply. Thank you. One another message from Mother Earth. So, like I said before, the topic is when Earth was created. And this is the part one of that message. I feel like she will be giving more knowledge on how her journey started and how she was created and her experiences through her journey. So today's message is basically a very small snippet of her experience. It is more of an experience. It is not a story based message. So yes, and but that experience is a very short one, but a very profound one, something from which we can learn a lot, and it's a very beautiful message. I would like to read it to all of you. So, uh, if you want to listen to her message with your eyes closed, you can do that. So, the message goes as follows: When Earth was created, part one. I have been existing ever since the time immemorial, and my journey was evolutional, just like any other. Through the course of my journey, I existed in many forms, but as everybody was created and individualized for a purpose, I was created to spread oneness. In whichever form I existed, form or formless, I had this deep quest to create oneness through my existence. It used to deeply trouble me to see disunion in the divine creation. But then I realized what I was seeing was a lack of union within myself, in others. What was there in me was what I was seeing in others. The whole of the nature speaks to us. What you are feeling for the existence in totality is what constitutes you. The nature of everything is to be a mirror and a reflection for you. This is because we are divinely connected with everything out there. We are in oneness whether we believe it or not. Once we realize that, we will be able to understand it more. So, this is the message from her. I'll read it again. I have been existing ever since the time immemorial, and my journey was evolutional just like any other. Through the course of my journey, I existed in many forms, but as everybody was created and individualized for a purpose, I was created to spread oneness. In whichever form I existed, form or formless, I had this deep quest to create oneness through my existence. It used to deeply trouble me to see disunion in the divine creation, but then I realized what I was seeing was a lack of union within myself in others. What was there in me was what I was seeing in others. The whole of nature speaks to us. What you're feeling for the existence in totality is what constitutes you. The nature of everything is to be a mirror and a reflection for you. This is because we are divinely connected with everything out there. We are in oneness whether we believe it or not. Once we realize that, we will be able to understand it more. So, this is her message. Uh, every time she gives this message, I feel like I am getting that, by getting it from her, getting the information from her, but there is so much more that we can get from her, and we are just getting like the tip of the iceberg. That's what I feel. And this message is like it really shows us that there's so much more to know about her, but we are just getting the tip of it. But and I felt like we have to increase our energy more, we have to build the energy a lot, and to get her, the message, because uh, to receive that huge energy from her, energy in the form of knowledge, we have to first stabilize ourselves and create a foundation for ourselves, without which we cannot, even if we will get her message, we will not be able to understand it. That's what I feel. And today, during the whole day, first of all, I would like to talk about the messages from Mother Earth, like about it, before coming to this message. What I felt today is that during the whole day, I was anxious about each and everything, that I have to complete this work, then this work, then I have to prepare for today's evening session, then I have to do my college work, then I will have to do other stuff. So I was anxious about each and everything. And at the end of the day, by the time I was preparing for this session, I felt like I was exhausted with by not by doing work, but I was exhausted because I was thinking a lot. Then when I sat with that feeling, when I tried to observe it, then I understood that once I trust the nature, I'm getting this message every day, that you have to trust the nature, you just have to be there and experience everything. That is what I that same message I received it from Mahathir Babaji as well. But getting the message and listening to this stuff is easy. Listening to this is easy, but putting it into applying it in our physical life is another thing. It's tough. It requires a lot of strength. Detaching from our mind and just being there, trusting the nature, being a witness to everything requires a lot of strength, because we don't have the strength to detach from ourselves from our fear. We are always trying to reason with things, and we are always trying to put our mind into it. But once we step back, once we stop thinking and just trust the flow of the nature, everything is as easy. It becomes very easy. So a few days ago, when I was you know I was meditating, I connected to Master Seth, and he told me that you believe that you trust, you believe that you are trusting the nature, but when you will properly trust everything, when you trust, actually uh, be in that mode of trusting the nature, then you become silent. there's you will come into absolute silence. That's what he uh, told me, that that's the message from him, and it really stuck with me. It really stayed with me, and it actually helped me a lot to understand things, how to trust more better. So when I understood that I was not trusting the nature as I should, then I understood that I am still in the first message from Mother Earth. I was still in the, when she told us that the divine creatures are always trusting the nature, and humans require a lot of more work for it, because they're always in their mind, they're always with their mind, and they are always in their ego. So I'm still in the first message. Then I understood the depth of Mother Earth's message, how much how deep it is, how profound it is, how much work we require to understand what she's saying. So then I also I got another insight that everything that she's giving is a step by step process. So once we covered that step one, we will be able to understand the day two message, which is step two. So that's how we will be able to go through this journey of what she is telling and how she wants us to become. So today's message, what I understood from it, that uh, actually I was waiting for this message from an year. I got a small snippet of it an year ago, exactly around September, October 2020. So that's when I started receiving this message, but I didn't receive it completely. I just got a small 1-2 lines of message, and she told me that I have to work more on it to be able to receive it. But today I got it. I got the part one of that message, and I am really, I'm waiting. I'm very curious about what she's going to tell us about her journey in the upcoming messages. So what I understood from this messages, when she was going through her journey, her purpose is to understand oneness with everything that is out there. So when she was trying to understand what is oneness and how to be in oneness, and all about the nature, once we understand the nature, then only we can understand what is oneness. So and everybody's destiny is to understand the nature, the creation, and the creator only, at the end of the day. So when she was trying to understand oneness, what she observed is uh, there was disruptions and disunions among everybody, and she was not able to feel that oneness within within the nature. Then when she was trying to understand it, why it was happening like that, she understood that disunion, or that division within herself, within her thoughts, was what she was experiencing in the nature. And once she felt oneness, she was able oneness within herself, she was able to feel oneness in the nature as well. So whatever we are, whatever we are feeling about what today I was in lack of trust. So I was seeing that I was seeing chaos everywhere, because I was not able to trust things. I was not able to trust the flow of the nature. So when I was there was a lot of anxiety within myself. There was a lot of disorganization within myself. I was seeing, you know, disruptions and disturbances everywhere. But once I started trusting the nature, I was able to experience the flow of the universe. So that is what she is also trying to tell, that once she when she went through this journey of spirituality, and when she took in the knowledge, and when she understood the knowledge of oneness, that is when she was able to see oneness everywhere. So whatever whatever is happening, is happening around you, whatever you are seeing in nature, is what constitutes you, what is happening within you. If you are seeing disruption out there, that means you're disturbed within yourself. So once you come into the state of oneness, or into the state of silence, like Master Seth said, you will see peace and flow everywhere. That is what she's trying to say. And it is a very great message. And it tells us so much about the nature. And even when so through this, by becoming a mirror to us, by becoming a mirror, becoming our own reflection, the nature is always in oneness with us. We don't have to do anything to we don't have to do anything specifically to become one with the nature, but we just have to realize that oneness. Once we realize that, we will see that the nature was always connected with us, with us, and the nature is always trying to, speak to us in multitude of ways. The universe is always telling you what else you can do to improve yourself, to transform yourself, to make your life easy, to make your life simple. The nature is always trying to communicate with us. It is just that we have to open up to it. And we can only open up to it when we come into the state of observance. So this is what I understood from her message. So yes, I felt very happy when I received her message. So yeah, thank you so much. Thanks to everyone, that you have created such a group energy, that we can receive her experiences, and we can discuss on it, we can understand it, and we can implement in our life. So it is a great opportunity. Thank you so much. Yes, anybody would like to share their experience, please go ahead, unmute yourself, and please share your experience or whatever you resonated with. Thank you.
Hello, Madhumitha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Padmakar. Actually, so where I am actually got this meeting invite from your grandmother, so Saraswati.
Okay.
So yeah, we are actually reading every day, the Bhagavad Gita and Krishna
Yeah.
book and everything. So yeah, so she just wanted to tell me something, and so I told her to send this invite. So yeah, it's good to know that whatever you said is correct. So Mother Earth want to be with oneness with us. So my question will be when you say I got this message from her, like what you refer to, and also there is a creator who created the earth, right? So who is
Yeah.
the creator actually created this? How this earth came into the existing, with whose power actually actually existed?
Okay,
So,
so I will tell you my understanding and my perspective of it, but
mhm.
everybody has their own perspective and their own understanding on this topic, because the creation has been existing since infinity. And the creator is a source, and we are that small particles of that creator, individualized from them. So that is what she has written. I was
Is there a,
created
is
and
there a, yeah,
individualized.
is there a
So,
name for the creator? Like
huh,
suppose like people suppose like if I take myself, like yeah, I came from my father, and if you take
mhm,
yourself, you came from your parents.
mm,
So like that's why like so they have a name actually. My father has a name, so I
mm,
existed like that. So he created me, and
yeah.
who created my parents? Someone else might have created. So
Mm.
it is if you go back, like is there a person like who actually created? Is there a name for that person?
Whenever I sit in meditation, I see that creator as a huge source of light or energy and or knowledge. And I don't think they have a name, or because all these names, forms are very third dimensional, I must say that.
Mhm.
And they are beyond that. They are this huge force, and they have been existing since infinity. And in them, and after when we individualize from that source, we also have been existing ever since the source was existing. That's what I understand.
Yes, because like as
Yeah.
far as like that, whatever I read, like the this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentioned, he is the one actually who created all this universe. He is the source of everything. That's what he mentioned in the Bhagavad
Then
Gita.
again this question comes, who created Krishna?
He is
So
he is himself
there's
is the
no answer to this question.
no, no, there is an answer. Like he is the there is no one created himself because he is the master. Like okay, so that's why like no one else is created himself. From him actually everything got
Yeah,
existed. So there's no he can know the future, he can know the present and the past as well. So there's no
definitely.
one else who created him actually. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we call it supreme personality. Why we call
Mm,
supreme, no one is supreme personality here, because like that's what like that's what he himself said. So
yeah, yeah.
if somebody says like I am the supreme personality, definitely I can accept him. But if there is somebody says supreme personality, he has some qualities that he has to show it.
Okay.
Okay, so if Krishna says like I'm all attractive, that means like he has six opulences. He's like supreme strength, supreme knowledge, supreme power, and everything. All of those things are there actually.
Mm,
So if somebody says like I am the supreme, like I am the creator and everything, he has to show that these six things are actually existing for him. So that's why like even the earth, like when it is overburdened with all the demons and everything, that's what the earth itself will went to the Vishnu, and she actually praised for him like to come and save this universe. That's what she said. And yeah, so there is a deep behind this science, like how the earth is there and how this universe is actually existing.
okay.
There is a deep, like how many planets will be there, like we are only tiny part and parcel of this. There are multiple universes in this universe, right?
Yeah.
Multiple planets in this universe. We are the only small tiny part of this universe. So yeah, actual. So further something we need to believe. So we need to have the proof, right? So suppose like if I say like I am so great, like who, how can you say you are great? Is there a proof for it? So we'll ask for the proof, right? So if you say like
So
yeah, if you say
please
like
go
the
ahead.
source of the everything will be some energy, but where is it mentioned that energy? Is there a proof, like is there a, you have something to show that this energy is like it's came from like this? Is that, do you have any something like that?
So I would like to add on to it. So I will just share what is my understanding.
Sure.
Um, Energy is where there is where your trust is, like Kabir says. And I would also request you to read other Mother Earth's messages, because she says that there is no saving, there is only thriving in divinity. So everything is divine. And because she's already in divinity, she sees divinity everywhere. And she sees that oneness, that positivity becomes a very small word. She sees that eternal joy, and she sees that primordial joy everywhere. And some sees the source as Krishna, some see it as Shiva, some see it as Allah, some see it as Jesus, but everybody are one, and they are that eternal source. And I am also there, you are also in it, we are also created through it, we are also part of it, and everything is one at the end of the day. So if you ask me where is it, it is everywhere. If you ask me what is its name, it is everybody's name. And if you ask me in what form it is in, that is what Krishna says, it is everywhere. I can
And,
see it everywhere
and
because I trust in it. So
he
that
also
is what
mentioned like,
Veera also
yeah,
feels,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that is what
he also,
happens when when you are in that ultimate level of enlightenment. And Krishna said that I am that source because he feels oneness with that source and oneness with everything. So that's what I experienced through that all that knowledge that I am receiving. So yeah, that's where my understanding goes. So tell you one of my experience when I went to Mautar Babaji's cave, and when I felt that I'm one with all of the nature. I was feeling that everything was speaking to me, and everything is taking my name, and everything is resonating with me. And I was also resonating in their not resonating, I was also vibrating in their vibration. So I was in the state of oneness, that then I felt the source is everywhere, it is within everybody, and the source is also me, and it is also everyone, and that source is sustaining everything. And in that state of oneness, then only we can when we are in that state of oneness, then only we can truly understand what Bhagavad Gita says. That's what I believe, because these days I'm also reading Bhagavad Gita, and each and every line I feel is Krishna wrote each and every line, or said each and every line, sorry, he said each and every line in that state of oneness. That's what I truly feel. Yeah.
so as a source, he also said like he created all these human beings and whatever the
Okay.
86 million species exist in this universe, in the Earth,
Mhm.
actual planet. He said that's what he created all these species and everything. So if you say like we are oneness with the Supreme Personality, like what Krishna is said, so do we have the capability to create something?
Of course, we
Can
can.
you
You
can you
should
tell me an
read
example? Can you tell me an
Mudra.
example of what is the something that you create on yourself?
I create happiness within myself. Isn't
That
that
is
enough?
existing inside itself, right? You are not creating. That is something you cannot show it, right? So Krishna says
I
like I
believe,
created the
yes,
86 million species I created. Krishna created that. We have proof like I am a human being. There's a plant, there's an animal, there's a birds and
okay.
everything. We can see it, but happiness, can you able to see it as? That's what like.
Uh,
So if you say oneness means the Krishna means we should create something like him. So are we able to create that? Then we can, it will be oneness with us actually. That then we can say yes, I am oneness, I am everything. My source is me, source existing in me. That I am I should have the capability to create that one as well. Then I can say I am with oneness with the Krishna. But Krishna didn't say that like I can only say oneness but I don't create anything. No, he said I am the one and who created everything, this 86 million thousand species. That's what he said. That means what? So because that's, so when you say there is energy, right? So energy is where should it comes from? It's not like that. It's not a dead matter, right? Something should come from a living being. Suppose we are existing here means for us, for all of us, if you take back, like I came from my
Krishna
father.
also said that there is no death. So yeah,
Yeah, because we are
um,
soul.
we can
May
all sit.
We are not
Yes,
the
sir.
body. We are the soul. Actually, we are not the body. That's
may
why
may
Krishna says there is no death
may I
because the
add
soul. There's
some
no.
may I add
Yeah,
some inputs, Padmakar
yeah,
garu?
yeah. Go ahead.
So we are not here to debate on what Krishna said or what others said.
No, no,
We
no.
are here.
I'm not actually debating that one. I'm just trying to understand the Because like suppose if I say something
Padmakar
like
Garu, Padmakar
yeah,
Garu, I
yeah,
think we are all here to hear, listen, and understand what is the wisdom coming from, and if we can evolve from what we hear. Yeah? If your
okay.
evolution is coming from what you are reading, that's great for you, and share that evolution with everyone, because your enlightenment will enlighten everyone else. Just like Mother Earth is speaking through Madhumitha, and she is in oneness with that message. And as we are hearing that, we are also in oneness with that energy. So every master had always shared that message of oneness, just like Madhumitha was earlier saying. You know, every master had shared the wisdom through that connection with whatever name you want to call. So
So
it is
can I
for
interrupt
you.
here one question actually?
No, you cannot interrupt. Sorry. Yeah.
No, no.
So
You can
no,
continue
you
after
cannot.
this. You can continue actually.
You
When
cannot
others,
interrupt. You cannot
yeah,
interrupt. Yeah. So because if you want to listen only, things are coming, you have to listen. Yeah.
of,
So we are here to listen in order to understand the wisdom that is coming. Yeah. So we are not here to say that we want to hear only certain things. We are here to get the wisdom from everything. Yeah. So not to debate here. Your understanding, of course, you can come up and speak up here and share your wisdom. We are always welcoming every master. So your understanding of Gita, you can come and share. And just like Master Madhumitha is sharing her wisdom that is being shared through Mother Earth messages. Yeah. So this is not about comparing the message that is coming from Mother Earth to that of what we know. Here it is about experience. So we all here are here to experience. So let's experience what is being here shared and not to compare and debate. Thank you, sir. And Madhumitha Master, that was so very beautiful today, as always,
Yeah.
this feeling of oneness. And as you were sharing, you know, there was one very, very interesting thing. That interesting thing was like when you have connected to Seth Master, and the Seth Master had conveyed that, yes, you know these things, but it is about putting them into practice.
Yeah.
So every time we hear these messages that you are sharing, it is not just about hearing those messages, but also, to put them into practice.
Mm.
So it has a completely different um, process altogether. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really deeply connecting, that we can hear these messages, but the next step is to implement and imbibe into our energy field by following these things.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah. Mridula ma'am, would you like to go ahead?
Thank you, Madhumitha. You did a wonderful job. I went into a deep state of meditation. So, at such a young age, you are saying so much information that even people like myself who are in their 50s can understand the meaning of what it means to be of one with our Mother Earth here. Yes, I agree with Ram. We're not here to discuss different beliefs. We're here to meditate, feel the togetherness, feel the oneness, and feel the love energy for all of us. There are different groups for different religions to debate because we all have different beliefs. Some people believe this, some people believe that, and that discussion is endless. It is not for this forum. I really, really appreciate you, Madhumitha. You have so much wisdom, and thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you too. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Those of who you have written in the chat, thank you so much. Yeah. Anybody would like to go ahead, please unmute yourself. Yeah, you can raise your hand. Yeah.
So, Master Madhumitha, we have also viewers from YouTube. So
Yeah.
they're very happy with what you have shared today, and that they realize this truth that we are beyond everything, and we are beyond the soul. It was deeply connecting to them.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So Nikita ma'am has written a question in the chat box. So yeah, she's saying that we should put our trust or faith in Mother Nature. Does it include humans or only nature? Because it's not easy to trust people these days. So for that, what I understood is everything in spirituality is a paradox, because awareness and trust both run hand in hand. And also everything, just like Mother Earth said, that all of the nature is just a reflection to us. So situations where which you face in day-to-day life are there to teach you, are there to give you a learning. So um, if you encounter such situation, you can take it like that you have to take knowledge from it and learn from it. And at the same time, we should also trust the nature and understand that the nature has our best interest, and it always thinks of our highest good. And whatever coming in the flow of the nature, you should receive it open in open arms, or through open arms. And also because of our lack of trust, sometimes we close ourselves. We are what I observed in myself is that because I was afraid of trusting, I used to shut myself and think that what if somebody hurts me, what if they leave me, what if the past happens again. That means that I'm not being open to things, and I'm not being I'm afraid of to be vulnerable. And we should not become like that as well. But awareness should also be there, and at the same time we should also trust the flow of the nature, flow of life, and flow of the universe. That's what I understood. If anybody would like to add on to it, please you can share your experience, your understanding. Yeah. So thank you, Nikita ma'am. Yeah. Anybody would like to share something? Yeah, thank you, ma'am. You can go ahead. Yes, ma'am, Kamakshi ma'am.
Hello, Madhu. It was wonderful, very nice. It's really impressive to see at such young age, you're trying to understand and make others understand. That is really, really good. I think you might have told, but I missed probably the initial introduction of these sessions from yourself. I just was trying to understand, do you get these messages as your thoughts that you write, or how does that happen?
I have been getting visions and messages ever since I started meditation. And when I was a kid, I used to feel throbbing here. So my third eye was open ever since I was a kid. I used to see, whenever I used to close my eyes, I used to see a lot of different design structures. And slowly, when I came into meditation, I got connected to angels. And when you get connected with them, you just know that it's not your mind. You feel their energy, you feel their vibration, you feel it. It's more about the feeling. So when I started getting these messages, I knew that it's Mother Earth's messages. I felt her. I felt her presence. I felt that energy, and yeah, I just knew that. And I get these messages, especially these. I get it like a flow of words and a flow of feelings, and yeah, and I type it in my computer, and it just comes like a huge, you know, like a huge force. So uh, like that I understand that it's her message. Yeah, it's just a feeling, you don't have to put your mind to it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, understood. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else would like to ask something or share their experience, whatever they resonated with, or their journey with Mother Earth's messages? Please go ahead and share it with us. Yeah. Okay. I think uh, nobody else would like to go ahead. So yeah.
So thanks a lot, Master Madhu. It's always awesome. I keep looking forward for these messages because you are the channel to all of us to hear their voice, to hear their energy, to feel their energy, and to connect to what they want to say. So very, very, very grateful to you that we get a chance to connect to their energies through you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very, very grateful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And everything you have shared, uh, yes, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay, friends. Okay, Master. So thanks a lot for joining today's session and for being in this group. So with this, we will call this today evening session and we connect back very soon. So with tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Germany time session. We are also having Egypt and Italian sessions every day. So if you have any Egypt friends or Italian colleagues or friends, do let us know so we can share them the meeting details. So till then, we meet soon. Have a nice time. Thank you.